Well, I'm curious with the fact that I think Jamie said you're second generation doing what you do. Give me an example when you saw this, you could immediately think in your head, like going through your mental Rolodex of like, oh yes, I can see how this would help, and then fill in the blank and how it could help them. And also what signs show themselves that you're thinking, this is the missing puzzle.
So when I work with large enterprising families, many of them have operating companies and many of them have family offices or some structure of stewardship of wealth assets. And it seemed that many families, if not all, had family members in them that would resist any work we were trying to put together. And people don't resist to be difficult. They resist because there's a lack of alignment between their emotion and their own logic. And so what I was finding is that some very good players inside of these families were not seeing themselves in the solutions we were trying to collaboratively create in family retreats or in succession planning retreats or leadership management type of retreats. And I could see that typically that was a person who was saying, I get dad, mom, grandpa, whatever, you own and control this business until you pass, and then we do, and you're trying to prepare us, but you don't own and control me. And so that would turn into conflict in a family. And I'm a big believer that conflict can be very positive when dealt with correctly. And so I tried to look at the conflict that a person was having in him or herself that made them resist the progress we were allegedly thinking we were making in families towards governance and towards succession and whatnot. And so I realized in talking to Jamie and Russ and reading the book multiple times that these people could be helped with a sense of I'm not alone, and with a sense of questing. I sometimes do multi-day retreats just on asking questions because the different generations are afraid to ask of each other in fear it will be perceived as entitlement or interference, whatever may be. But that quest, that sense of, I do want to engage in creating a flourishing family and a successful enterprise that's thriving in its current environment. And I do want to ask myself questions about how I can be more of myself as I go on that journey. And so I took what Jamie and Russ had done and realized that I had my own case study with my clients and brought it back to them and saw some very positive results, very, very positive results where people would say, yeah, I want more. I am in pursuit of a dual line of success for the family and for me as an individual.